Yeah, now that I think about it, my intelligence character should have done.
You didn't even check for traps. You just walked up to it.
Hey,
To be
greed
fair, I
does
look
things to
for
people,
books.
you know.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello there.
Right, I'm here. I had to quickly do something because I didn't realize we were going to start early.
No, we.
I mean, we weren't going to, but since we're all here, we might as well.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. So I had to go quickly get changed.
Okay, no
I'm
problem.
ready to go after.
I like the new dashboard from Twitch.
Oh, there's a new dash.
Yeah, on
Oh.
mobile.
Oh, okay.
It now
haven't
gives
checked
me
it out
everything on top. This is excellent.
Twitch. Not that Twitch, the other Twitch. Okay.
What's the other Twitch?
Twitch the person.
Or Twitch, the League of Legends character?
Who the fuck cares about League of
Or
Legends?
Twitch the Rainbow Six Siege character.
I did care for League of Legends at one point in my life.
Or, you know,
I-
the
I
big
did
standing
it.
elephant in the room,
Not
Twitch
now.
the person.
Already said that.
Yeah, but,
You're too slow.
It's called Get Good.
I don't care.
Anyway, so
There- Give Argard a scroll of haste so that it can make us even more broken.
No!
I forgot to announce it in places again.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I find haste in a spellbook, I'm gonna copy it anyway, but still.
It's like,
I
oh,
wouldn't be
Asa gets to make
prepared.
2 attacks instead of 1.
I wouldn't
In
even
action.
prepare.
I only get sneak attack on 1 attack a turn.
Oh, okay, never mind. So they did balance that.
Let's see, what would be a spell that would actually help Asa? Not much actually. I don't have that many buff spells anymore.
Yeah.
I
I
can
think the
only
only
do
thing
blur
that would
on
buff me
myself.
would be attack damage or hit
Haste
Or
makes it so
forcing-
that you.
forcing advantage.
Well, haste doubles your movement, so you don't need to use dash in the thing, so you
Hmm.
can make 3 attacks a turn.
Alright.
So-
It's perfectly balanced.
Hold on one sec there.
okay.
I'll just announce it here as well because why the fuck not? Can I announce it anywhere else? No. Alright.
And then?
Oh
Go ahead.
no. I don't like what I'm seeing.
A city map?
No.
Red
This,
city random?
this, this. Yeah, that, what you said.
Wait, I don't even see you as random. That's only you who can see you.
Oh, that's
Right, because
pro
that's what you were
permissions.
playing. You were playing Ash last time.
Okay. Vect is here. And he's a turtle.
Wait, Fact is a turtle?
The image in the thing in the bottom
Alright.
thingy. Though
Yeah, I have them on names only.
I can't actually remember. Did
Oh,
I
yeah.
summon my owl last time or did I not? Or did I pay for it or not?
If only the VOD was on YouTube.
I don't think you did.
I also don't think I did. I only bought the health potions thingies.
Yeah.
If I booked the
I
moose system, it's only 10 silver, so whatever.
I think you did summon it.
I'm pretty sure he didn't, because I remember him
if only
buying
the
stuff.
VOD was on YouTube.
I didn't summon it, but I'm not sure if I paid for the materials yet. Because I think maybe I did.
What all do you need?
You
So
could just go
we're all
walk
here.
around the city asking for charcoal.
And yeah, no wait, you
But
did
that's
because you were
not
asking about your materials. So
So, you guys last session managed to successfully escape the Queen. argued for like an hour in the tunnels and found a hidden cathedral behind the city. Entered, gathered some loot, got attacked by a mimic, but were able to defeat it and escape with your lives. Where you met outside the tunnel, you met Kenobi, a strange broken man, who joined your party. You then returned to the dwarves, who then asked you to send guards because they felt kind of guilty for making random people clean up what should be their shit. And so you have returned to the city. You met Kelly on the walls, who told you that you should sign up to be mercenaries if you want free passage and to get paid. But you haven't gone to where she pointed out yet. That's where we ended. You guys are now free to do as you want in the city.
Oh, yes. Do I still have the saber?
I believe.
You had the axe.
Yeah, I have the axe, but what about the saber?
Yeah,
Was that?
I'm pretty sure Argard picked up the
Argard had
saber.
the saber.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I-
Argard had the saber. Never mind. I was just thinking that'd probably be best to get the Kenobi.
Would it?
It's a fucking saber.
Yeah, but I thought I saw.
But
It's not,
somebody else.
A lightsaber is like a straight sword. The saber is a curved blade.
Yeah, but still, so far
I
he
can't
seems
use
a little bit more melee character compared to the rest of us, and plus Kra can't use it.
What do you
I
know
can't
about
use
that weapon anyway? Because it's very specific for one characteristic.
It's very multi-use.
Well, I, for example, can't use it, even though it's, I guess, illusion based, but it's deception, charisma based, and I'm shit at deception, charisma.
So am I.
Oh,
But-
you mean that thing I have a +9 on?
I
yes,
can't
exactly.
use it.
That would Asa be Asa's
Yeah, but does
weapon.
it count as a simple weapon?
Yes.
No, wait.
I'm
Can't.
pretty sure a saber counts as well.
No,
It's just-
sabers are martial weapons. That's why I can't use it.
Oh yeah.
Then Asa couldn't use it either, right?
My weapon, a short. The only reason why I can use the short sword is because I'm an high elf, and I get proficiency from
No,
being
it's
an
not.
high
It's
elf.
not even in the SRT, so it's not on Roll20, so I can't check either.
Okay. Well, I guess
Uh,
we'll just hang it on to it for
Can you
now.
use martial weapons, Asa?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, roll
Take
it.
one level
Only
of
a
fighter.
simple and a set of limited weapons.
Well, as sad as it is, I need money, and it would make sense to sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think we should keep it just for a little bit longer. Just see if we have any more use for it. And then we'll sell it if we just have no use for it at all.
Then you would have to say this to me in character, I guess.
Right now, you're
This
also
entire
breaking my
conversation was.
No, it wasn't, because I was asking Asa if he's proficient in martial weapons. Okay, let's say it like this. I put out the saber and tell you guys what it can do. Like, yes. As in, wait, where's the fucking thingy?
I already know.
Yeah.
Right,
I
Sounds
think the other
good.
guys.
Pretty
Doesn't
sure
work.
I identified it.
That's like, well, maybe I could sell it, but then I would have a little bit more money. Because I want to use some new spells, and I need money for that. No reaction?
Ah, sell it.
Yeah, sell it, I guess.
Okay.
You're the proud owner of it.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not that good at talking to merchants. And, well, could one of you sell it for me? I would
Me?
give you 1 gold of the, well, whatever it's. Wolf.
You want someone to haggle? That's what you mean.
Yes, I want someone to
Yes.
head for me.
Ah, me.
Oh,
Don't give it a Lester.
why not give it? Why don't give it
Don't
to
give it a
me?
Lester.
This is. Oh, you son of a bitch!
Ah, merchants are nice. Let me trade.
Yeah, give it to the Birdman.
What? My character's a bit confused. Why the bird who can't even really speak right is apparently good at haggling.
He makes a good point.
Don't
As a
question it.
for some weird reason, his charisma strikes me, and I realize he's good at talking. I don't know how the fuck do you even have charisma. Anyway,
I have
Bird
charisma because I am
can't really
very
talk,
good at making
stabs
fakes.
people at the first sight. Has
It's
good
fake voices.
Yeah, and his greatest thing is charisma. Anyway, sorry. Then, okay. I will come with you if you don't mind.
Ah, okay.
Okay, then
Still,
I guess...
if you can't get a lot of money for it, then you can just easily steal it.
What?
If you can't get enough money for it, or at least not satisfactory, you can just steal it.
That I can steal the money if we don't get enough, is what he's saying.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you mean. Anyway,
Honestly, he does have a
can
point.
I do, I don't know, what is it, perception of investigation for, like,
You
a
already know
shop
that there
that
is
would sell, like, magic, would buy magical weapons.
Yeah, specifically the magical ones.
Yeah. I don't want
investigation.
exactly.
I'll help with the
Investigation is an
investigation, so roll with
Yeah,
advantage.
sure.
Oh, do you magical wand?
Advantage investigation. Okay.
It takes a little while. You see, you go down the main shopping district of the blacksmith and the tannery, and you assume that it's going to be down there, and you are correct. You see a shop with a guy currently selling a dagger, which you instantly know is magic because the blade bursts into flames. He hands it over to the guy, and he takes a small bag, and the guy leaves, leaving him free.
Wait. Does Aragorn have wands?
What?
I don't think he does.
Me, I have a quarterstaff, but I don't use wand as a spell focus.
Oh, do you have to have spell focus to use wands?
No, wand
Wand
is
is a
form
class
of
of spell focus.
No. Okay.
He's using staffs instead.
No, my staff is not my spell focus either. I use a pouch, a component pouch.
Component pouch, okay.
I use materials. I'm not that fancy crystal stuff. No, anyway, I give you the liar saber. Asa, I expect you to go up to the merchant. You run away!
Right. Hello there.
General.
Hello, small bird. You've come to trade?
Right, indeed. Magic sword.
Well, do you place it on the desk?
Yeah.
Use his qualities.
He picks it up and he holds it up to the light, like seeing the straightness of the blade, like testing the blade for quality
shit.
first. Takes a small hammer and he dings it against the metal and listens.
Great.
Then he brings out a small glass eyepiece almost. Puts it down. Begins inspecting the blade very closely. Puts the eyepiece away. Pulls out a rag. Goes, and then his eyes almost roll back in his head as he's almost feeling the magic within the sword. This is interesting blade. Where did you get?
Right. Old ruin. Cathedral.
Cathedral. Might have decent use. I offer 3 gold.
Would it be persuasion or straight charisma?
Persuasion.
Ah. 5 gold.
Natural 19.
Oh.
No, this is worth 3 gold. No more, no less.
Alright.
Takes a sword and he pulls out 3 gold coins and slides them over to you.
I should have said.
Right.
I should have said to give him something in percentage and not like straight up. God damn it. At this point, I could have sold it myself.
Should have used its quality to make it seem
It
like
requires
gold or
attunement.
diamond. Fuck.
Oh, it requires return.
No, feels bad.
Also, Argard, you wouldn't roll better than a 19.
No, true. But, I mean, it would have been the same result.
True.
That was a natural 19 with like a +3 wisdom. So.
Anyway, I guess I promised you that 1 gold, so.
Oh, sick, I got 1 gold.
I hope this was a lot more work than just 2 gold, but whatever.
Oh, 2 gold is basically 2 platinums,
Yeah,
which is pretty decent.
Yeah, whatever.
we're not jumping in this again, guys.
It's not this
We
difficult.
talked enough about economics.
Also, I spent 10 silver for stuff for Owl to summon that.
Yeah,
Owl thing,
that's
you know.
easy enough to find just from
What
the
can
general
go-
marketplace. You can
Yes.
look around and get the components that you need.
Yes, I do that, and well, I guess I go back to room, summon Owl. You guys go.
Okay, so you head back to the tavern to complete the ritual to summon.
Yes, it's an hour or something, or no, 2 hours. I don't know. Find
Pretty
familiar.
sure it's a
It's
short
1
rest.
hour, but it's not prepared, so it would be 2 hours, I guess.
It's a 1-hour ritual.
Yes, but I don't have it prepared, so it's another hour because it's a
Yeah.
I cast as ritual.
Okay, so what the rest of you guys doing?
Sorry, right? Oh, okay.
What the rest does. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I could get drunk.
You guys have been told to do the mercenary.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna just head off to there while everybody's gonna ask if Kenobi wants to come with me.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna drink.
Okay, you
Oh,
also
cool.
head back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Roll a constitution check.
Oh, what? Okay.
I assume you're drinking for like a while.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought you were talking to me for a second.
Be for constitution check.
You walk into the building. Roll Constitution. Oh shit! What the hell is this building?
It's
It's a mimic.
7 copper.
It's a mimic.
Constantly be drinking,
A mimic beer.
and you get pretty drunk.
Woo!
So Kenobi and Lester, the place that pointed out, you see the sign has been removed, and it seems to be undergoing some form of renovation. But it's the same. It's the workhouse. It's the order hut that you've been to a few times before. As you enter inside, you see a small group of about 5 people, which can only be best described as a D&D party,
Oh shit, it
Oh.
hurts.
gathered around talking to one of the gnomes that you've seen work here before. He's just, you can't hear him, but he's just generally talking. And as the 2 of you enter, another gnome comes from a back room, enters. Are you here for mercenary work?
I can
Seems to be a
see
small, female
you.
gnome.
The 2 of you in chat.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm not here, right? I make the ritual.
You're doing the ritual. I'm doing
Only
the drunk.
Kenobi and Lester.
Hello.
Whoa! Bloody hell!
I was told to join.
Are you here for mercenary work?
Yes, we are. In
Yes.
fact, we were guarded here for a job. Let's see what jobs there are.
You see the 3 boards are now empty. This appears to be the order hall seems to be removed for whatever organization is running the mercenary. Excuse me while I get some paperwork. I'll be right back. Gnome leaves, and almost at the same time, the other gnome talking to the party leaves as well, and they both go back into the room. So you're left with 5 people, which, now paying attention, is a human paladin in full plate armor with a giant greatsword across his back, a shaved bald monk with tattoos, shirtless, wearing simple gear, it looks like a plague doctor woman. You can't see her race because she's just totally covered, but it's a female with small vials along her belt. You see a small gnome guy who seems to be shifting on his feet, eyes darting around, constantly looking, protecting something deep within him. And you see a hooded figure with a beak that comes out from underneath, and a huge rifle that comes strapped onto his back.
Rifle?
A rifle.
Guns?
The paladin turns to look at you since the gnome is gone. Huzzah! Friends! Are you to be joining us in the mercenary work?
I assume so, yes.
Well then, greetings, ally. My name is Calathar Brighthand, Paladin of the Holy Order.
Have that name out.
He kind of looks around, expecting the rest of the people behind him to join him, and he just, don't be rude, introduce yourselves. That was your cue.
10 out of 10 reaction. 10 out of 10 introduction. Well timed, well planned.
I'm sorry, I have to come back to the plague doctor. She's completely covered, you said. Then she must have big tits.
Yeah.
Because a plague doctor outfit isn't skimpy or anything, so...
No. I'm glad that's the detail you picked up on.
Yes. Also the crow with a rifle.
Yeah, the Kenku with the rifle. That's fine. We'll ignore that guy.
Wait, so which of the guys that were introduced are you?
I'm the monk.
I'm a gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Introductions. Good.
I totally wasn't ready for this.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't either.
Never.
Hello there.
Sensing the awkwardness, the plague doctor woman puts out her hand. Hi. My name is Gail.
Hello. I am Perrin.
I am Giral. I'm not crazy.
So that's the other bird man.
The Kenku.
No, that was the gnome.
I'm a gnome, you stupid.
That was more real life talking.
Well,
The
too
Kenku-
bad for you.
Tilts his head. Doesn't say anything, just
Well,
looking.
I'm Lester. This is Kenobi. I am now surrounded by a lot of people I don't actually know that well. Huh.
So, what
So,
brought you to this place?
few personal reasons, and then a little bit more so work.
That's fair, that's fair. I came for glory. He looks wistfully off into the distance. It looks really awkward, but he thinks he looks cool.
I'm just glorifying it in my head now.
Yeah.
Well, you seem like lovely folk. So, oh god, I probably shouldn't introduce you to our Birdman.
He's
Fair
either
warning.
the-
Fair warning. I'm going to tell you this now. He might stab you.
You hear a click
That's a fall.
from the
beast.
Kenku as he puts his arm back and touches the rifle, and you hear a click. Then he puts his hand down.
It's because you called him a birdman.
Oh yeah. I'm so used to calling you Birdman. I just call Wrigley Bird. Anyway, yeah. So we have our own Kenzu. So,
The gnome comes out with a stack of papers and hears that go. Are there more of your party?
I have no idea who these people are. I've only just met them. So
You meant
currently
as
we
a
are
dwarf
separate
or-
parties, but we
another-
might be allies.
You said there was another Kinku. Is there more to your group?
Oh yeah, there's more. There's at least 3 other members of my group.
You can see her visibly sigh and then go back and get more paperwork.
Yeah, that's her chocolate a little bit. Like, oh. Anyway, so
She eventually comes back out and hands you. Can you get all your members to sign this and, as soon as possible? We need mercenaries on the front line as fast as we can. So, please get the rest of your allies together. Do the paperwork and return here.
oh sure, I will do that. Could you just keep them there for a bit? Knowing one's probably in a library, and the other's either getting drunk or sleeping.
Or stealing. I do that as well.
I'm not gonna say stealing because that is a bad light to say about my group.
Just say Kenku things.
Okay, cool thing. Okay. Anyway, so
So, Kenobi, do you stay with the 5 other people?
I'll stay with the other people. I'll let him go. I barely know the other ones as well. They're all the same to me.
Before, when you you've been here before, this is your first port of call, and you've already completed your paperwork. It was totally empty. It seemed that no one else was here, so now there seems to be more people have arrived after you. Lester, you go out. You head to the. Do you head to the library first, or do you head to tavern?
I would have probably to the tavern because Lester would know that the Birdman would be drinking mostly.
But would you?
So you find.
I have an 18 intelligence mod. 18 for intelligence. I'm pretty sure I would get that.
Aw.
You find Kra leaning over, seemingly rocking back and forth slowly as he's breathing, surrounded by about 8 pint glasses.
It's the quenchiest.
Okay, this is about what I expected. Birdman, can you sign things? I'm gonna take that as a yes and grab his arm and leave.
Okay.
Sorry, but my arms are attached to my body.
Before you go,
I'm just
the
ripping them off
bartender-
and going away with them. Yes, always.
The bartender just like, excuse me,
Oh, does he need to pay?
your gnome is in the back room. And pay
My gnome is in the back room.
the gnome that joined you.
It's
Been here for
euphemism.
Hi.
Why is he in the back room?
You know.
Just muttering to myself, why is he in the back room? And then just kind of walk in slowly.
In a back room.
a back
It leads you
room.
to one of the rooms where Ulzin is currently. It would be about an hour in, so he's got all of his prep done. But he hasn't actually summoned his familiar yet.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so Ulvin. Could you come quickly sign something before you actually start the spell?
What? Sign what?
Right, so you know how we're meant to be mercenaries? Apparently we need to sign stuff.
Okay, well, I would like to first read it before I sign it. You know?
That
Because-
might take an hour.
But do you really want to sign something like when it comes to your life?
Quenchious!
Not caring?
We're not dealing with the devil, Ulvin.
Well,
If anything, I am mostly the devil.
Literally the devil.
I am basically the devil.
Alright, you're a tiefling.
Yeah, but you guys don't actually know that yet.
but how
You
would
removed your mask.
not in front of you guys yet.
Whatever.
Didn't. Oh well.
No, I've removed
No,
it two
I-
times. I removed it 2 times, just not in front of you.
Okay,
I-
never mind. Continue.
I will read it after I finish my ritual and then sign it. If the terms and conditions like don't fuck me over completely, you know, because that's how you should.
Yes,
What
yes,
you
I
do with the
understand.
contract.
Okay, can you come sign it or read it? And I just.
Does it have to be now?
Just do your ritual then.
I will come back to it in an hour.
Okay, we'll do that. Come back in an hour. Then I'll leave with the Birdman.
Yes, please.
I wasn't gonna steal anything.
I'm not saying you're stealing anything. I need you to sign something. This is an entirely different matter.
First thing we have updated
Is that
our
enough
pharmacy
to make
policy.
one thing of charcoal? Or at least Lester's pockets?
Yeah, so what are you trying to steal? Are you trying to steal from just people that you see passing, or are you trying to steal from Lester?
Well, Lester is dragging me along, so makes
So
it
Lester
easier.
do a perception check because you are focused on him.
Right. And then he has. No, he should have disadvantage. because
Yeah,
he's
you would
drunk.
have disadvantage, Crow, because he's like dragging you.
Okay, that's a crit one. Never mind.
So, what the fuck?
It's
It's
like oh my god.
What the fuck is wrong?
Expertise,
It-
Jesus.
It's expertise and 20 dex.
What the fuck?
Well, it doesn't matter anyway.
What did you roll?
You just feel me pull your pouch of money consistently.
Yeah.
I slap his face and cast light on his eyes.
That's a dex.
Light him.
That's a dex save with disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Why?
You are technically currently grappled.
Oh, that's lower than my DC.
So yeah,
Damn.
you just can't rest in your head in your drunken state. Is and then just blinding light. Even when you close your eyes, the light gets into the inner side of your eyelid. It is excruciatingly painful.
I would only do that for a minute and take it off.
You're gonna die.
As you reach the town hall, the light fades, and you essentially drag him inside. Where you see it now, all of the 5 people other than Kenobi have now found different tables, and they're all signing, all individually. They've all separated out to sign the paperwork.
Okay, so I would then just leave him alone, point at the place to sign, and tell him to sign it. Or at least read it, then sign it.
Yeah,
Access starts
the
feeding
gnome
the
sees you
paper.
and goes over and puts a.
How high is your
God.
AC?
Higher than 10.
Disadvantage because you're drunk.
Without.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, fuck you.
He just pulls out the dagger and just slashes wildly, missing everything.
That's great.
Why do you have to step on people?
Tries to slap me and then fails. Because thank you for being drunk, actually.
I would.
That has
fuck
actually
you
been
up.
probably the most useful time you've been drunk.
Welcome to
As-
the party, boys.
As Asa is just drunkenly waving around, you hear another very faint click. The other kinky puts his hand back down, finishes signing.
I feel more safe with Asa than that guy. This is weird. This shouldn't be right.
So basically, you told me that I need to go grab the paper and sign it,
Yeah, basically.
and then I
Or
tried
at
to
least
stab
read
you.
it, then sign it.
And then I tried to stab you.
The kinky gets up, walks over to Asa, slaps him around the back of the head. Don't be rude. Walks over and hands in his paper.
Was that the voice of the paladin?
Yep.
He's using mimicry.
He's a kanku. That's all he does.
True. Gonna go get my paper and read it then.
At this point, I would.
Reading is a stretch. You kind of just look over the paper and eventually just get a pencil and just kind of scribble out.
Who needs a
See,
pencil? Just get me some ink. I'll use one of my talents.
Yeah,
I mean, he can read, he can forge, and I think forging requires reading.
I'm drunk. That's why.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, he's just writing his own signature, so it doesn't know how drunk he is. He's writing it. So
He just writes like in big letters in the entirety of the page.
yeah, just writes over the contract.
Yeah, like with 10 A's.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I sold
I would
my
be-
soul.
You see, the gnome is very focused on something at his belt. He's barely reading the contract. He just very quickly signs it and goes back to paying attention to his belt. The plague doctor just reads through it. She seems calm and collected, looking through everything, reading it carefully, eventually coming to a conclusion, signing it and handing it in.
I'm sorry I have to do this. How big are their tits?
Is
You're still drunk. You're still drunk.
Oh,
So what
at
does that mean
disadvantage?
if he's drunk? One
Roll
cup
it
size
again.
figure?
Level 19.
Mr. Bennett. Or no.
It's gonna look fucking.
Derp is just looking cup sizes.
Yeah, I fucking know.
It's gonna be UK or
Search for big.
it's gonna be UK or like America because they changed depending on the country apparently.
Solid E cups.
Nice.
This is just basically cock over again.
I mean, that explains though why we can't know her. We don't know her race, but we do know her. Well, sex is
Exactly.
female.
Nice.
That explains that. That you would see under a rope. Anyway, has it been an hour? Do I join you guys?
Oh yeah. I
No,
would
it's
be-
been about 10 minutes as everyone's signing.
Okay.
thing.
I would be reading it before I sign it too.
Essentially, it seems
Well,
kind of condescending almost in
introduced
the wording,
to a
where it's saying
character,
that you are
and
under
that
the
character was described as
under
a
the
plague doctor,
airport protection
female,
of the
but we
Holy
didn't
Army.
know her race
you will be
because
sent
she was
to
covered
the
in witch
battlefield.
doctor gear.
Well, you would probably not be.
So
you are
I made
under
a comment
no
about
obligation
that.
to
How did we
participate
know
in
that she was a
frontline
female?
combat. You
So
will
it must
be
have been her
used
tits.
at the discretion
At which
of
case,
the general
this
that
time
you are
now I
assigned
know
to.
that it's E-cup tits. in a
And
witch
then it
doctor
goes
outfit.
into if you
Blade
die,
doctor,
it is not
witch
our
doctor.
fault. If you would like to name next of kin, so your belongings and possessions will be given to them, you can. Like general covering their bases.
I would be signing it and then leaving all the next to kin stuff blank.
Yep. As you hand it in, most of them leave it blank.
Yeah, Derp.
Yeah.
Can I just take a look around to see, like, everything, like, to try to get a look on everyone, like, what they are like and stuff like that.
Insight.
Inside.
No, Lex, I'm not a perv.
Okay.
I'm
On the
drunk.
paladin, he seems to be a very bold, very sure of himself in everything that he does. Very stereotypical paladin, I'm the best Deus Vult kind of character.
Deus Vult? Blood for the Blood God.
The monk seems very quiet, very reserved, but whenever the paladin speaks, he's always there rolling his eyes or shaking his head in disappointment. The plague doctor seems kind enough. She just wants to help. She seems to just want to be there to help people and make money at the same time. She's here for a new life, and it's the best way for her. The summoner, it's very hard to get a read on, but from what you gather, he's fucking mental.
Ah, so that's fine.
And the Kenku, it's very difficult to see. He doesn't seem outwardly aggressive.
Like
Every time he's clicking his rifle, it seems to be more of an intimidation tactic rather than anything else. He just wants to look threatening. But other than that, he doesn't be a threat.
I want to stay the fuck away out of those creatures. I just walk to the opposite corner.
he
just
doesn't like
stay there.
Kenkus. That's racist.
Look, I have a good reason and you know it.
I stab everyone.
He's not racist. He stabs everyone. See?
He gets it.
I advocate for equal equality across everyone. I stab everyone.
Yeah, in the words of
So-
Alucard, I
What have you
hate
finished?
everyone equally.
As you all finish signing the paperwork, handing it in, there's one sheet left for Ulvin.
Yes.
The gnome
So-
kind of just is watching Lester expectantly. Is he coming?
Oh, yeah, he is coming. He just currently has to do a little ritual to get his companion back.
Okay, I see.
It's summoning Satan.
And then goes back to her work. She's like pulls out some paper and begins writing herself. Everyone else is just kind of very awkwardly in dead silence, wondering about. And eventually, the paladin gets up and moves over to the plague doctor and tries to sit down. Has a hushed conversation mixed with very loud and obnoxious laughter on the side of the paladin, as the plague doctor seemed just to be politely playing along. At about a half hour in, it is incredibly awkward just listening to the paladin talk. And eventually the female gnome leaves and comes back with a small tray with a very intricate looking kettle and small glass, very, very small glasses.
Ooh, tempting.
Does anyone like tea?
Oh, I would, please.
Everyone seems to be excited that there's now something to do.
Me.
She puts the tea on the table and begins to pour it very, very. She seems to be doing it in a kind of almost ritualistic manner. She pours it in, and then as she pours, the kettle gets higher and higher and higher until it's above her head as she pours it into every glass, and then stops when it reaches the brim. And then once she's done doing that with all of them, she hands them out to everyone.
I'm sorry, I don't drink that.
I toss
Okay.
it backwards like a shot.
It is scalding hot, and it burns the back of your neck.
I drink it and I spit it in her
You take
face.
1 fire damage
Oh, no.
as it just burns the back of your throat that you didn't wait to cool it.
Rolling on the floor.
Everyone else who takes little sips, it's very nice. It's very bitter, but as you wait for it to cool down and drink it, it's very sweet. It tastes quite nice.
So yeah, everyone's nicely drinking tea, and I'm there rolling on the floor, grabbing my throat because I fucking took a shot of it.
After a while, she goes around collecting everyone's empty glasses, picking up crayons on the floor, and just kind of looking at it, like looking at people like, is anyone gonna? No, okay. Puts it back on the tray and leaves. After a little while, the plague doctor, sick of your shit, essentially comes over, pulls out a small pouch, and brings out a small gel and puts it down your throat.
A small what?
It's like a very viscous sort of liquid,
Ah, jello.
essentially. And she puts it into your throat, and instantly the burning pain subsides, as then begins to smooth. She puts the rest back, ties it around her waist, and then leaves.
Thank?
She kind of nods her head as you say thank you.
You should have a different voice now, like, because you burned.
I toss a gold coin at her.
Jesus
Why do you do intelligence check?
To see if it was a smart idea. To me, it
She
seems like a.
ignores it.
Well, I did throw.
You
I'll go
did
pick
it,
up the
right?
gold coin.
I tossed a gold coin in her direction, so.
Yeah, you just throw it, like, you just ding, ding, ding in the middle of the room.
I
She
just-
ignores it.
I run towards it and I pick it up.
No, out of nowhere, just.
Fucking golem.
So pretty! Whoa!
Wait, was
And I took it away.
It's now
no.
marveling at the coin.
Character.
I'm so drunk. No, not you! Her! Coin for her!
Eventually, after this awkward.
Don't make me come after you.
Eventually, after Argod finally finishes the ritual, and you guys have just been, aside from the small pieces of action, it's you guys have just been sitting in dead silence.
Okay.
Well, then
Well,
finally
I would be
finishes up.
talking to the Paladin, trying to learn about more of his religion.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So what do you want to say to?
So, Paladin.
Yes, masked man, very mysterious. I like it.
Oh, do you like my purple hints I give the mask?
Yes, very. Yes. Seems genuinely lost for words and just tries to move on.
Anyway, so I'm very curious. What about your god? Just tell me a little about it.
He is a bright god, renowned throughout the temples for his honor, his bravery, his mercy in battle, and yet his strong sword that pierces even through the darkest of nights.
Interesting. So what kind of paladin are you? Are you like front gates, shield, or big attacker, or healer kind of type dude?
I will strike down the darkness wherever it lays. I will protect my people with my body. I need no shield. He pulls out the giant greatsword off his back, which is like almost 3 foot wide and like 5.5 foot long. It's huge. With
That's what
this,
she said.
I execute my god's enemy.
It's more like
Huzzah!
a slab of iron.
Just finishes it with a huzzah, puts the sword back.
Oh, okay, that's a very interesting sword. I mean, currently my group has this great axe as I pull out. I was like, we don't have any use for it because none of us are really into using it, but so.
Should have brought the mimic.
A gift! I appreciate your kindness. Takes it. Doesn't even look at it, just like puts it on his back. So he now has like the great sword vertical, and he puts the great axe horizontal on the strap.
So he has a giant cross on his back now.
Yeah, now has an accidental upside down cross on his back.
Oh, no.
He doesn't even notice.
I was going to ask if you wanted to buy it. Just we have a little bit cheaper, but I mean we're running a little
Push
bit
pause,
low
where's
cash.
what is money amongst friends?
He says, well, in the distance he can see Kra, in fact, fighting over a single gold coin.
Yeah, me just rolling around.
And this guy just in awe that he took it and just looking at my hands like, the fuck?
Essentially, Victor and Asa are just slap fighting. No weapons, just slap fighting each other.
Okay, I yield. You get the gold coin, you stupid bird. And I throw it to the other side of the room.
Do you throw it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just make it like I move it around the room and I casually make it come into my pocket.
I have
Roll sleight of hand,
Make it go
and
into my
Asa
pocket.
roll perception to see if it's actually Kenobi doing this.
a disadvantage, or?
Well,
Disadvantage.
it can't see me moving it, but it could see it coming to me.
Yeah.
I just
So
want to
roll
follow
sleight of
the-
hand.
Sleight of hand.
Oh, wow, that's pretty decent actually.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, Asa knows what's up.
You know,
Give it! No, oh wait, I should have rolled intimidate instead. I just clicked it. Hold on. No, I'm not attacking. I'm intimidating with disadvantage. It's both 17. Never mind. Give it. The dagger is just there for dramatic effect. Give it back.
Okay, I just throw it across the room.
Like a dog, Acid just pounces on it. You hit the paladin laughing obnoxiously loud at the whole thing. Like right into your face, Lester. And it's almost deafening as he's full laughing right into your face. Eventually, Ulvin finally just Ulvin enters now with the L on his shoulder.
Yeah, this time I'm not throwing the coin. I'm giving it to the witch doctor this time. And if she doesn't take it, I'll roll intimidate again.
She waves her hand like, no, it's
Take.
it's fine.
Well, hello.
Oh, the small gnome sees you enter and is like, finally, grabs a piece of paper and just bolts towards you. Before the door closes behind you, she hands you the paper.
Okay, thanks.
Sign this, please.
Just go.
Take.
But
Wait, where are her stats for this?
is she doing a persuasion?
No. I don't. I don't.
Right.
Whenever,
Yeah, but it's the same modifier.
whenever
Why are you
Birdman
rolling?
can stab people, he has
What
to
is going
intimidate.
on?
As he's trying to forcibly give a woman
So, yeah.
money.
Anyway,
She knows that I don't mean
It's
anything
very
wrong
kind
with
that you're trying. But I have to.
can you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Is the gnome lady, was it right?
Yeah.
Who's giving me the papers doing a persuasion that I should finally fill them, sign it?
No, she's just handing it to you.
No, that's for answer, that perception.
I would like to, I don't know, read it first.
You can go over to the table and you read it through, and it's the same things.
Though I will,
You
I will hurry up though, and I guess I would be fast at reading because I'm a gnome
Yeah.
who is known to read.
like under a minute, you could get past like the 2 or 3 pages of paperwork. It's essentially you are under the empire. You work for the empire. You'll get paid for it. 1 gold per week of work.
United.
And then the same things of if you die, it's your fault. If you'd like to name a next of kin, do so here. Making sure that they are not to blame for any of your deaths, and that you recognize the possible dangers, and that you are going to be serving a general as your main point of contact.
Okay.
Yes, 1 week is 1 gold, and you pay 10
Yeah,
silver.
1 week, 1 owl.
Every
Yeah, 1
week
week,
is an owl.
No.
No, yeah, right. 1 week is 1 hour. Anyway. Okay. I sign it then. Whatever.
Okay.
And
Hands it to
then I will look around because I was completely occupied with reading, and like, I almost now I also go with Paladin voice. Why I ever know? Oh, I almost didn't notice. Hello, that's some new faces. I just thought we were the weirdest group around, but you really put us to shame, I guess.
I really like
Kicker
the
reaches
shield.
behind his back. Click.
So, quick question there, because you got
Yeah.
cut off by Argard when you, when the plague doctor, wanted to say something to me.
She's just. It's very kind that you're trying, but it's not necessary.
Sure. Still holding out that gold coin to her.
Will taking the gold coin make you go away?
Yes.
takes the gold coin.
I hope you close it away now.
You successfully
Slowly
lost
walks
money.
away backwards, keeping eye contact.
Not eye contact, boob contact. He's just staring.
Did you miss my green text? Peace!
The female gnome takes all the paperwork, flicks over it very quickly. Eventually, just sees it all in order, taps it, goes off to a back room, and returns with two guards of the similar, like the city guard armor, 2 human men.
I put my hand.
These will be your escorts. Kale
Oh,
and
fancy!
Kale and John.
Wait, Kill and John?
Kale and John. They will be your escorts.
Without
You will find out which general you're being assigned to once you reach there. It's about 2 days travel from the city to the tunnel, and from there another 2 days to get to the front lines. So all of you is accepted. I wish you luck upon your journey. You will be paid by the general or one of his underlings once you arrive. Your contract does not start until you reach and do your first task for him. So, if anyone has any questions.
How tall are you?
Fuck, how tall are gnomes?
They're like
3 or 4
they're like
feet?
between 3 and 4 feet.
Like, but yeah, yeah.
3 or 4 feet.
I'm-
They're roughly,
I'm 3.5 feet.
Do you know how to make pudding?
I can't say I do.
You want some fun?
Flip smash.
Wait, you actually say that?
Of course, I'm drunk.
I guess.
Who are you saying that to?
I'll take that as a no. Please leave at the earliest convenience. And she kind of waves to the 2 guys and goes behind her desk. The 2 guards exit, open the door, and kind of beckon to you.
Bye!
She's keeping her head down, like trying to ignore you.
Damn.
Please go away, please go away, please go away.
Let me smash!
The paladin is first out the door, followed by the plague doctor. Kenku looks around, seeing there's nothing else to do, leaves as well.
Does he click his gun again?
No. However, when he does exit the building in the harsh sun. It's about midday in the desert, so it's very harsh sun. He takes off his hood, and when normal Kenkus are crow-like, this one, his hair, his feathers are blue with a black stripe. If you've ever seen a blue jay, his face looks like
Huh.
that. And he's kind of looking around.
Fancy.
Pulls out his coat a little bit, put his hands on his waist. But he's facing away from you, so you can just see like him, hands on his hips.
Is Blue Jay a bird from regular show?
That the blue jay isn't from there. The blue jay exists
Yeah.
for the
I
regular
noticed
show.
that they're
Yeah,
birds.
but you can
Yeah,
compare it
that's
to the
the-
regular show.
Yeah.
Okay. And I haven't really introduced myself or know about the others.
They
So,
just know that I was drunk, I signed the paper, and I fought over a gold coin. That's
Yeah.
all they know about me. Well, and that I stab people because that was told to them.
Yeah, well, at least you know about them. How?
Nope.
What's their name? You don't?
Nope.
We don't? Why are we all so shit at introducing each other?
Only
Like all the time.
only Velvet and Lester. No. So
There's a
Kenobi
monk
and Lester.
and-
I would
Another person.
like to go up to the other gnome and be like, well, hello, the name's Ulden.
Hi! How are you?
Is everything alright? with you?
Sure. Everything's alright. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's alright. Nice jacket, man.
Okay. Have you maybe, I don't know, drunk some potion that tastes a bit
No.
weird
I'm
recently?
totally fine. Don't worry about it.
I go a few steps backwards. Take out my book, make some notes.
Oh, you did a nice
Do you take out the book of gifts?
Why not? I just write a few. I don't tell what I'm writing, but I just write.
Ooh. What are you writing? Let me see. I want to see. Please let me see.
I showed him the moving gif of the the snake with the two swords. I made one of that.
The
Yeah.
queen. Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, and I hope he lets. Yeah.
From this point, I'm just going to assume that you guys all leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
follow.
going to the
I, fo-
bathroom. Be right back.
I follow my party because I'm drunk. You shouldn't leave me alone.
The two guys, the guards, leave you out of the city towards where previously you've gone north, south, and east. This is leading you in a direct line west, straight towards the mountains on the horizons.
Go west.
The further you go west, the emptier the land gets, and the brighter the sun, and the paler the sand, to the point where it almost seems empty. About an hour's journey, it feels unfortunately empty. Like, it's almost sad and depressing how empty this place is. It feels just dead,
Like me.
devoid of anything.
Wait, we never went back to loot Ash.
I would much rather not.
Everyone
back
make
to that
a
place.
perception check.
By now,
Everybody?
am I sober enough by now?
Yeah, it's been a couple hours. Yes, shit.
Holy.
I'm back. How the fuck did we get here?
We walked. A
Okay.
lot.
Yeah. Your
Yeah, it's
perception-
been about 2 hours of walking.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh fuck! I forgot to buy food.
Eh.
Perception check.
No, but yeah, no.
So, in the emptiness, you see a slight shift as a being begins to coalesce in front of you. Also, by the way, I forgot to do the guards, so the guards are pissing themselves in the corner. They're not in this fight.
Cowards.
You see rise up a being adorned with many jewels, wielding a giant. Half his body seems humanoid, dark, sun-burned flesh, and piercing eyes. However, his lower half seems to be a swirling mass of dust and sand. All of you see that guy, other than Perrin and Kruh.
Oh.
You
All of
cut
you
out
notice
as a
this guy.
giant.
Oh, should I have
Yeah, you
rolled
should have rolled
perception as
perception.
Yeah, you should have.
well? Fuck! I wasn't here.
I literally said when you
You don't
came
see
back,
shit.
roll perception.
You don't notice it in time as it rises up.
You
None of
said something
the rest of
told
you-
to giant
So-
something. Can you repeat that because you cut out at that word for me?
You
One
see a
member.
being rise up, a half torso and arms all humanoid of dark skin, covered in jewels, wielding a giant maul. His lower half is a swirling mass of dust and sand. And none of you see this. Ulvin, you can hear noises behind you. As where are you, Ulvin? There you are.
Yeah.
You notice two more rise up from the sand behind you. Everyone roll initiative.
I thought
Oh
so.
shit. Of course we start battle as soon as I have to leave.
Of course.
Oh,
I mean, the
perfect.
introductions took way longer because Ulven summoned his familiar for 2 hours.
Oh, come on!
I
It's
rolled a
not my
one.
fault. You could have
Uh.
just said, okay, an hour passed, and then that's it.
Yeah, but it's much funnier just to be like,
Oh shit, are you serious? I rolled a 2.
Yeah, just don't give me it's not my fault.
Nice rolls, people.
Anyways, I'm gonna
Jesus.
have to go. So
Oh,
Just let's
okay.
not die.
The
yeah,
two
just,
bags,
just don't
guys.
kill my character, please.
Let's just pretend he died. And
for the purpose of this,
you are with the gods.
Don't forget
Let's
to roll
just with
for
the
your
gods.
owl.
let's do
Okay.
because I don't have enough. Honestly, I don't have enough space on my second monitor to have the character sheets up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Goodbye, people.
Later.
So,
Bye.
Don't die.
Try me.
Yay, I rolled it.
Don't tell me what to do.
Also, Argard.
Yeah.
You're
so the
up.
witch
There it is.
doctor is
The
also
second one with
surprised.
the owl.
Turix. The Kenku is surprised, and the paladin are surprised. So we'll do the NPCs start. Everyone who rolled lower than an 8 are considered surprised by any attacks by this. So you cannot react and can't have this turn. And then the 2 behind you rolled a 20 and a 17. So essentially, but everyone but Ulven is surprised for this round.
Yeah, so
What?
surprise
I am also
round.
surprised.
No.
My owl is not surprised.
Everyone except Ulven.
Oh, no, Ulven's owl rolled a 20. Wait, no, Ulven, you rolled a 20 and then your owl rolled a 9. So the owl is surprised you aren't.
What? Wait, my first initiative roll is a 3. That was for my.
It's not the initiative, it's the perception.
Oh, the
Perception
It's
for
a perception
surprise
check.
round.
Okay, never
So
mind. Then.
only
Okay.
you aren't surprised.
Yes.
Oh, shit. How much is that?
Did you just kill him?
That was fast.
Don't die. Kills it.
He's not dead. As the maul comes across, boom, right across his chest, and then boom, down over him. The paladin, his armor crumples underneath, almost. As he needs to make a strength saving throw. 2 of them. First, both of them. As he gets knocked back prone, and the entire chest area of his armor is now caved in, and he's bleeding from one side of his mouth. That was not a nice hit.
Was it a crit?
It was max damage on one.
God damn it, Derp.
Killing your own characters.
I mean, the paladin is annoying, so who cares?
Guess who's gonna get?
I'm
reroll?
totally not annoying.
28 to hit and 22 to hit.
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh, you're attached to both Kenobi and Argard.
Yeah, you can. It hits.
That's a total of 29.
Holy shit.
Rip life. Minus 29?
Yep.
Oh well. That's me at 20 HP already.
As he
More
just
than
comes,
half gone.
he doesn't have the maul equipped. This one, you can see the maul is strapped to his back. He just comes on punching you in the back. You're surprised. Goes up to Kra
Of course, he comes up to me.
again. Fists out. Uh, 19, 29 to hit.
Those both hit.
21 damage.
Would this be unreactable because it's a surprise round?
Yes.
29. It was minus 29, right?
Yeah, 21.
Okay.
As you have now, at this point, since they all got their surprise attacks in, you are now not considered surprised.
Ooh, my precious, come on. Come on, pretty precious, come on, summon. So I summon the turtle.
You
Then
summons a giant flaming turtle. It just begins to it begins to stand up from the ground, and then poof, poof. This thing is heavy and huge.
yeah, so pretty. Yeah. Then I'll let him move, and then I do 3 bright attacks.
I have a feeling none of those hit.
Yep,
Call
none
me-
of those hit.
Call me crazy.
Oh, pretty. I know you're rusty, but come on, do it better.
It is a
That's my turn.
Asa.
I am not a creative man.
I wonder.
That definitely hits. Just the damage.
Later. Movement plus the 10 feet disengage from the ring.
Yep. Kenobi.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Is it my okay? So
Oh yeah. Why do you get sneak attack?
because you guys are late.
Oh, next to you. Okay. Ally next to you. That was what I was looking. Kenobi.
Okay,
Just punched in the back.
so I just okay.
Okay, so the owl's go.
Yeah, Owl's not gonna do anything. No, let's go to you, Jess.
Okay, you see that point?
Yeah.
Okay, every creature within 20 feet of that point
Mm-hmm.
must do a strength saving throw
Okay.
against 16.
Can't you just post the spell?
I don't have this.
Jesus Christ. Both of them fail. One with a nat 1.
Okay, so
Nice.
so both of them take 1d6. Okay, let me roll the 1d6 for each. Okay.
Yep.
Both of them take 1d6 and they are thrown. Okay, and then I get to choose where they go. So, can I throw them off the map?
Preferably no. If you could not do
Okay.
that, that'd be great.
Put them in here, both of them.
Okay.
Both of them here.
Wait, what's that mean?
In this place. I'm using whirlwind.
What,
Basically-
both on them?
Yeah,
Can
I
both be on one place?
no one in one of things and the other the other. Basically, I create like really strong winds and then I just throw them with them into that place.
You see Kenobi, for the first time you've seen him in combat, begin to move his hands as a giant whirlwind behind coalesces, sending a shockwave outwards, only hitting the 2 creatures which are attacking you, sending them flying backwards.
Okay, and then
I forgot
then as a bonus action, I use my bestial form to just increase the toughness of my skin. My
Okay.
skin just becomes stronger. I get +2 AC, and that is 4 psi points. So, and I move.
I forgot to roll initiative for the NPCs, my bad.
I move here.
Okay.
So.
No. You see him. You see the Kenku person. Look at the creature attacking the paladin. Kind of tilts his head, and you hear a voice which you haven't heard before. Fool. As he pulls out 2 revolvers from each side, it just boom, boom, takes 2 shots. First one hits right in the dust area underneath him, misses. Last one though hits him right square in the chest. And he takes his movement, just 30 feet. Definitely. Jesus. Pike didn't have guns. Gale, what can she do? She walks over to the paladin and he gains 10 extra hit points. As he's now on 14. And she takes another from her belt with all of her like potions and stuff. She brings out a small vial of pink-looking liquid, and trying to avoid the gaze of the creature, pours it in the paladin's mouth, and you see a sort of pink energy begin to flow over him, and then fade. Yeah, I know, but it's the health is the easiest thing. So he gains 10 extra hit points.
I know, but I can't stack them, and
Half his
I
movement.
want. Really? Okay. It's not 10.
The
It's...
paladin stands up, takes off his greatsword, and just giant swipe upwards, uppercut across the creature's chest and up its shoulder, taking and like it breaks a necklace, which it very panically goes to reach out for as the first comes in, and that movement of it reaching out for the gems means it the paladin misses his next strike, going wide. As that ends his turn. Parent.
Cool, right. Right, I've got a lot of things I have to click, so give me a minute. So, first of all, that, just so you know. Move to here. Strike. And then, 1 second. Gonna spend a key point. Unarmed strikes. Remind me of unarmed strike just to oh wait.
I think it's 1d6.
It's 1d6, yeah, it's martial. Do I not have to roll to hit? I'm just checking, I think it's dex
Yeah, you
roll. Because yeah, martial arts. If I'm only wielding monk weapons and aren't wearing any armor, I can use dex. Cool, right, dex checks then. 1, 2, and then I'm gonna assume only one of those hits.
Yeah, only the first one hits.
And then so roll the d6. 2. No, it's I'm and then because I hit him with 1. Where is it? I'm gonna try and knock him prone.
Strength saving throw. What's the DC?
I have no clue. It does not tell me. Okay. Strength.
Yeah, I believe it's 10 plus strength plus proficiency.
So 13 then.
13. Doesn't get knocked prone. As you go with the quarterstaff, hitting nothing but the dust underneath it. As you go in for a punch, one of them hitting it square in the jaw. As it turns to focus you, the movement screws up your second strike, which just goes wide. Orvin.
Yes. I because there are so many people here, I feel a bit confident, and because those two are exactly in a row, my character goes to here with 20 movement. What?
You're all moved as well. You selected it as well.
I said the owl does nothing. So yeah, sitting on my shoulder or up head, whatever. Anyway. Shut up! Lightning bolt. Oh, yeah, with my owl, no. I'm only elected, but yeah.
But yeah, it's that.
They both fail spectacularly. Both take 29 damage.
Oh, they fail. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they rolled a 9 and a 5.
Can I still move 20 feet? I have 25 movement. Yeah, and I would like them to just go here. And yes.
Boom! Cast lightning bolt. Arcs across the ground, sending dust skittering everywhere as it collides with the both of them, sending them back. It goes up from the dust of their hands, from where their legs would be. It goes from their dust all the way into their body. You can see the sparks going inside of their eyes. They're not totally solid beings. They are beings made of dust and sand, really densely packed. As you see it arcs within them, as they both tense for a second, but then grit through as they stood up.
I made class! Yay! Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. Another 2 shots. He's just got them both out. He's just poof, 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 taking shots at the one surrounded by a bunch of people.
Yay!
Oof. Both of them hit though, so. You see dust fly off of the back of, like off its shoulders. So now it's go. The only one that did damage to it was who was it?
I also punched him in the face.
Yeah, so the paladin did the most though. So rip fucking paladin.
Not
22 and 17 to hit. The 17 misses, but the 22 kills him.
kills him.
Not kills him completely, but knocks him out.
Oh god.
He's brought to 0 hit points. As he brings them all over, just whacks it over the top. As he falls, like crumples down almost into the lap of the plague doctor. The second animal sends dust and sand flying everywhere.
Typical fucking paladins.
You can hear an audible sigh of fuck as the plague doctor brings out a greater healing potion of a fairly big vial of red liquid, pours it right into the paladin's gullet. As he needs Constitution saving. Yeah, easy enough. Regains 12. Yeah, he's just ha 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 ha.
Well met.
Yeah, great. Oh yeah, but Gale still has. That was a bonus action to give him. Natural 20 down the deck saving throw. She pulls out from her pouch. She pulls out another thick viscous liquid, but with her gloves, and it begins to almost burn away her gloves. As she just throws it, but the Dow sees it coming and just flies over his shoulder as he looks down. You can hear the gnome and the monk both hear a shit. She misses. Calathar again from being knocked prone. Half his movement to stand up. Takes 2 attacks with the greatsword again. This fucking pilot. Huzzah! Both of them go wild, missing him completely. Does this dial? Speed is 30. Oh, it's 30. Moves towards Ulven, because just lightning striked him. And bonus, action dash to make it all the way up to you.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Advantage.
Oh shit.
You see this down just instantly begins to sprint. Well, like his arms are sprinting as it brings the mole out from its belt round. You get flanking, so you get advantage on the attacks, and you have sneak attack on.
Exactly.
Wait, it didn't attack me? Wait, what?
No, it couldn't reach you. It used its action.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That hit. Yeah, that hits. You don't have any strength modifiers, do you? So it's just 1 damage.
Nice.
You stab him. It goes deep. Not like he's pretty fat. You go the rapier stabs deep within him. As he turns around, you keep the sword in him, and his body turns around the sword. The dust moving out of the way. So you're still like stabbing him, but now you're stabbing in the belly. As you just look up and just pop him right in the nose. It's kind of like, shit, why? Why would you do this? This is now looking down at you.
So, I myself shall use my short bow, but it will fail. Ain't this nice? And then my turtle, he shall make 3 bite attacks against that one guy.
Only the first one hits.
Yeah,
As it just comes
hit.
down like, all jaws just clamping down.
Okay, so give me 1 second, then I'll use venom as well. So it has to be a con save.
26.
Oh yeah, that's a save.
As you see, a purple liquid that, like, on the first bite, it clamps down. A purple liquid just kind of, as it throws up poison all over, venom all over its arm, as it kind of like, and just wipes it away. And as it's wiping it away, the turtle goes to bite it, but only gets dust.
That's my boy. You hit. Good job. That's my turn.
Oh my god, I like your character voice.
Looks up.
Oh.
15 and 11.
Rip Afsar.
Sure. I mean, it rolled a natural 1 on the 11 to hit.
What? Why do you increase that?
Plus 10 to hit. Jesus.
It goes to miss, but you're just way too fast. You're just ducking and dodging, as rogues tend to do.
Hey, they are perfect in line for lightning bolt. No.
Kill us. Fuck him up.
My owl does not. Well, it flies in the sky, nothing more. Just so it does get hit in case. High up in the sky, whatever. Next.
Okay. About 10 feet up. It's flying higher than
Yes.
the down appear to be able to reach. But
Right. Let's try again. Yep, nice. Go again. Fuck. Right. Okay, and then I'm gonna spend a key point to escape, disengage, etc. You know what? And I'm gonna let's see, where can I run to? I have quite high movement, so I'm gonna make use of that. What can I get? I'll go there. And
Well, into you a special snowflake.
You bring the quarterstaff, whack right across its face. You take, and as you go to run away, you take the staff and try and boop it like with the butt of the stick. As you run past, trying to hit it, and it just goes wide. You misjudge as you're sprinting away. Is that your turn?
yeah, that's sorry.
Can all be.
Okay. Let me see. This guy right here. One strength saving throw.
Okay.
And let me see how many d8s. I'm gonna use.
10.
He misses. So he takes 5 d8s, and he's just pushed. I just push him, like force push him 25 feet into this direction. This guy over here. This, yeah, the one next to us.
Oh,
You can do that?
Yep.
Holy shit. You have
This.
quite some range.
25
here.
into that direction, and it takes 5d8.
Yeah, you see Kenobi back up, staring at the Dow as it suddenly, out seemingly nowhere, poof, gets knocked back 25 feet, almost on its ass, managing to regain its feet, but seemingly taking quite the hit. It's now breathing very heavily. Dust is seeping out from its mouth, from over its mouth and its arms. It seems to be very, very dangerously close to losing its form.
And I use my bonus action to regain 5 HP.
Nice.
Yes.
Ulvin,
Yes. I want to use major image. And major image is basically like silent image, but with sound and also like temperature. Like it's a proper illusion. It can even do damage if it's like where does it say that again? What was it? Oh yeah, right. Never mind. That was the other one. Then all right. Anyway, though I want to use it. I want to use it to basically. Let's just say the guy in front of me suddenly standing in a circle of lava. Like he's not touching it, but around him is basically I and Asa is standing in lava and Kra. And no, I wouldn't mind you so much. If you touch it, you should realize it's an illusion.
a ring of lava begins to coalesce, melting out from under the ground as it comes up and bubbles forth.
Yeah, and yeah, he hears the bubbles and he feels the heat. Anyway, and I would like to back off. 20 feet was it? What? My major image.
I mean, you can just run away
He-
without.
He should be surrounded by lava by now. If he actually tries, I'm not sure. Would he try to hit me standing in lava?
Up to there. Up to there. Anyway,
Oh yeah, you can attempt to run.
What can?
What's your spell DC?
My spell DC. Where is this again?
16.
Yeah,
It's 16.
that one. Right? Yeah.
Okay. So are you running away or not?
Yeah, I would like to, yes.
Okay.
And so I will join with the other bird.
It sees you run away and then goes to its more, but then it's
That's
like
Yowl.
it just goes up to the lava and just kind of frustratedly puts it down and backs away into safer ground.
So he keeps. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Oh no, yeah, the armor's flat. Yeah, I forgot
Yes.
that. My bad. I moved it.
Very slow.
Another 2 shots.
Lord.
He's hit a shot every turn.
Needs to
Yeah,
reload.
it's a single shot. No, that's 3 shots for each pistol. He's got 2 pistols that he's firing. So, yeah. Another shot misses, goes wide. Another shot hits him in the stomach, tearing out a gash. That gash is now struggling to reform and recoalesce with the sand. It's struggling to knit itself back together, but it's being pouring. Yep. And the total was the only one that did damage on that turn. It's going to take its more. Holy shit! How much HP does your total have?
38.
What?
Yeah, it rolled a natural 20, so it crit, and that is a total of. It rolled max damage on 1, and then a natural 20, so crit damage on the second hit. So that's a total of 53 damage.
Yeah, it that boy.
Boom! Boom! Them all over its head, all of its might put into the strike, crushes the turtle's head.
You have as much health on the turtle as I have on
As
my
it
character.
just melts.
My
away.
pretty. No.
No, it's when I'm clicking on the chat, but I'm not clicking on my things, and I click it accidentally.
That ends its go.
You're in lava. How can you see?
She's gonna bravely try and stab it. Oh wait, no, that's it. Shouldn't be -2 for some reason.
It's your strength.
Yeah, but like you can't do minus damage, so if your strength is minus, it doesn't add anything.
Oh,
It
I
just
didn't
adds
know
0.
that.
So it should be 3.
It's
Yeah,
4
so
damage.
And she just kind of like looks at the paladin not doing shit and just takes a spear, rams it, grabs as far as she can inside, giving a battle scream. But I can't do a very good feminine battle scream. Which is like very elegant. So
That
it's
was-
like, "Ah!"
That was a-
No, it would not have been like. What are you talking about? No.
No, spear
No.
doesn't have reach.
Yeah, reach 5 foot.
Not 10 foot.
Yeah, doesn't have the reach thing, you know.
Oh, whoops.
Hmm.
That's an action. And to go. Paladin's trying his best. Goes in, stabs too low, gets all the dust of underneath it, misses, digging into the sand. From that position, he brings in a massive upward strike, cutting all the way through, splitting the Dao in half, as the Dao then, and then forms back together, takes all 18 damage. It's still alive, but he just got split in half and had to That is now this guy's go. You see him look frustratedly at all, and then go underneath the ground.
Wait, which one?
Yeah, you'd have an opportunity to attack. 7.
Just stabbing the sand while he goes down.
Goes underneath the ground. pops up right in front of you.
Oh shit.
29 to hit and 16 to hit.
Both.
Both hit.
It rolled near minimum damage, both strikes. That's a total of 20.
What? Near minimum.
27?
I'm dead.
Near minimum.
No, like
That's
I'm
not
dead.
like that's not the minimum, but he rolled ones. Correct. He rolled
Yeah,
a
but-
couple ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I have 26 health.
With that, in an uppercut, sending you back, and then as you're almost your node form is off the ground, it takes the second attack to slam you straight into the down. Grad, you fade out of unconsciousness.
I should have cast shield now that I think about it. Anyway. Wait, what was the 2 AC he said? What? No, yeah, what was 2 ACs he said though?
29 and
16.
16.
Yeah, so they would have hit anyway. Doesn't matter. Yeah, oh yeah, let me just do all my use all my actions at the beginning just for defensive measures. By then you would have killed them. Whatever, I underestimate them. Continue.
Okay.
What?
Continue.
Asa. Yep. Sixteen misses. Geral.
Fact.
Back. Oh shit.
Like it first.
He's angry now.
And you hear me crying a bit. How could they? And then let me see if I can do something else. I don't think so. No, I can't do anything else. So that's my turn. Yeah. And I cry a bit. That's everything.
30. Action is dash to you. Can't actually reach you. Again, this thing is just barreling towards you as fast as it can. The owl, I believe, doesn't get a go because you're dead.
Well, the owl just decides on its own, I guess. It will probably go next to me and like, can owls cry? No.
Yeah, a single solitary tear just drips onto Ulvin's lifeless body.
And through a miracle, he stands up now. That's
Yeah.
To the power of friendship.
Right. So, gonna move here, flanking because yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just turn that on. Right. Same thing again. Come on.
Oof.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
Wow.
that's 3 9s. All of them miss. Come up with your quarterstaff. All of them just hit dust.
Yeah, I ain't taking that. I'm hitting it this turn. Just change my key real quick and then make some. Yes.
Hits.
Oh.
Misses. So the first one hits.
Yeah, I did a D6 in that turn. 4 damage. Woo.
Oh no, I counted 4. God damn it.
Oh no, not
As
4
you-
again.
Hit dust. You go up and just whack right across the back of its head, and you go into punch with the second hand, and hits nothing but dust. Kenobi.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna ready up an action. No, first, first things first. I'm gonna tell Kra to like telepathic this. To go and help this group. Shut up and let me finish. I tell him to go there. There I'll create an opportunity for him to move, and I'm going to ready up my action to create a wall from like this.
So you hold your action.
This size. I'm as soon as Asa moves away, I'll build the wall.
Asa doesn't move.
Okay.
Ulven, make it a saving throw.
Yes, I will. Wait, why doesn't? Oh, not here. Normal. Open. Okay.
Success. This guy is going to use a grip point to dash away. And then he still has his 2 attacks. As he's dashing away, he puts away both his revolvers, pulls out his rifle, and using a grip point. .24 to hit. Is that 19? No, it's 17. That's bad. It's 15 damage. Oh, holy shit. That creature had 14 health. The guy levels his rifle, aims. The creature's head explodes all over, dust shattering. All of the dust explodes and then freezes. And then twists. It turning into small crystals. Different gemstones, all different colors, becoming this rainbow effect of sand.
Okay.
That's only it from whatever effect it had, where it was frozen in the air, collapses to the ground. The crystals scattering everywhere and then slowly fading in back to sand color.
Rip plan.
Thunk! The mole lands and collapses. And then you hear a little ding, ding, ding. 3 rings bounce off the heavy metal head.
Oh, so this died.
Yeah, I thought it was that one as well. Yeah.
Nope. He's aiming at the one that he's been shooting at this whole time.
Yeah. How did he not hit me, by the way?
This dude doesn't give a shit. He rolled a 24. He's
Yeah, at the guy's head. Yes, I agree.
yeah. Magic
Bounce
bullet
off the
goes
sand.
through your legs up and then boop.
Nah, just scatter, bounce it off the sand up into his crotch.
Yeah. Gale is going to take action, seeing that Ulven is down. Going to run over and
I got hammered.
should that be a dex check?
Is she gonna throw the potion at him? Oh god.
As she's running, she
Tropes.
reaches in and she pulls out a vial of a silver liquid and she just throws it. As she's running, she misjudges how hard she throws it and just goes way over his head, landing. And as it lands, you hear this very deep, even amongst the sand, which generally muffles the sound of a thump, as the liquid spills out and just becomes this heavy mass, like an anvil, just lands.
She's gonna throw that on him? What was that gonna do?
It's essentially like a super heavy thing that she can throw. It's like a
Oh, it's at him. I thought she was trying to heal the dude.
no. She threw it at him because she can't reach it.
I was like, so confused. Wait, she trying to kill him or?
This guy can actually make it.
Here comes dick shit.
Huzzah!
Oh no, he hit one.
Okay.
Oh, very low damage. Oh, not that low.
17.
Huzzah! Brings his blade up across the back, missing completely. Frustrated, he takes and stabs deep within it. It struggles. You see, it coughs sand out, which then freezes, becomes the crystalline structure as it then turns around again once the body's shifting around on the blade itself as it's now facing the paladin. Its thing is very beat up. But it does go next. Takes his maul. Both of them actually miss. The paladin takes his sword out and puts his back. The maul comes across in a diagonal swipes, but it just each time it's just deflected off the thick armor he has on his back, just bouncing away as he kind of looks to the nearest person, which is Kra, and gives you a little cheeky wink. So, look at me, I'm so amazing. I'm not getting hit by this thing. I see you go.
Oh my god.
Go for it. Misses. Yeah, misses.
It misses either way.
Mhm.
I'm back. Wait, what?
Okay.
Draw a line.
A massive. Can you draw that? Okay, a massive.
I got it.
What's happening?
It's
Nice.
slightly bigger, but sure. Boom.
Wormy.
Tree
Okay.
lightning.
A massive wall of wood just appears out of nowhere. A 15 high wall of wood.
Out of the sand rises this huge piece of wood, blocking that Dao's visual sight away.
He's gonna fucking go underneath it.
Don't you want to wake me up or something?
Yeah, how do you want to do this? As it like the rapier goes in, you get it right in its back, and it's just like arches back. The crystalline, it like instead of where the other one exploded out in dust, this one, its entire form, it changes from this seemingly normal-looking humanoid. Its skin begins to turn to the dust as it freezes up, and then turns to the crystals, and then collapses slowly. Thunk. The maul collapses to the ground. As a slightly lighter as the necklace that it was wearing on, a very thick necklace, drapes over the wooden handle. What was the sleight of hand for? Oh, okay. As a free action, I'll let you do. This is just the sneaky, just under your coat, looking around. Nobody saw it. You casual. You now have a necklace which is like 2 or 3 times bigger than you, like your neck. It's not bigger than your whole body, but like if you were to wear it, it'd be down at your waist. And each of the it's made of these very pretty looking bulls inset with jewels. It's basically a giant belt. Draw?
Do I see this guy?
No, because there's no giant wooden
It's a
wall
50.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see then.
You can
can
see
just
the wall
walk
ends.
around.
Yeah, I had to see if I could like. Do I see him now, or do I have to move one
Yeah,
more?
you easy.
Okay, then I will use the station.
How do you want to do this?
So as I cast infestation, all the insects just crawl up to its face and go in its mouth and all that nasty stuff, and then I say, "That's for my turtle, you dick."
It takes out its maul. It sees you, turns to face you, begins to try and threatening take out its maul. As suddenly bugs begin to appear, and it panics, dropping the maul, desperately trying to scratch as it's like taking up handfuls of the bugs, and then also his own chest, throwing them away in a mix of dust and sand. But he just can't get enough of them off of him as it reaches up to his neck He's screaming wildly as they bore into his eyes and his mouth. As you can see, he begins to shake and choke, and then turn into dust, then crystals, then collapse, along with all of the. And you can see, like, as he fades to dust, you can see basically the network of its internal organs now in a solid mass of bugs, which then collapses onto the floor and scatters and then vanishes.
And then I'll whisper that I'm so turned on by that.
It's fucking dark.
Yeah, but do you want to see no get the boner on that?
Thank God.
Some of the dust from the sand as the wind begins to pick up gets into your eyes as you're concentrating. Just, fuck! It burns. It's like you try and rub the sand out of your eyes. It's now really uncomfortable. And all of the rest of you see Kenobi, who's been this very calm, composed guy, is now definitely rubbing his eye like, shit.
I'm glad to see that you're so moved by the death of my turtle.
you put a plaster over his cheek.
Ulvin, make a death saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, I should just go there, and I'll go there.
Damn it.
No, it's fine. The plague doctor reaches you. I just wanted to make you.
I just wanted to roll a 1.
She takes a moment. She pulls out her herbalism kit, looks over the vials, and begins to heal you medicinally. Begins to place leaves and tonics all over wounds, and then makes you drink a potion. Greater healing. And like with the different herbs that she's using, you don't need to make a Constitution saving throw, as you are just brought back without pain into consciousness. So you gain 11 hit points, and you don't need to make a con saving throw to wake up.
The old dejection.
That's me.
Attack him, slap him.
The two guards
Do it.
and Lester peek over at Dune as they're like, "Are they dead?"
I just wipe away a tear.
The Kenku takes his rifle and just blows the smoke away, puts it down, and you hear an audible click. The paladin also walks over. You give me quite a scare, little one. Don't worry, you're safe in my hands. Since you're already awake, he still uses lay on hands.
What? Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Saving my
I
head.
feel like I feel like I've misread that.
You just rolled a 1. That's just 1.
No, yeah, I did. Like I feel like.
Rolling 1. Query 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's up to 5.
Oh, up to 5.
You
So yeah,
you
he
choose.
heals you 5 points. As holy
Wow.
light begins to emanate from you.
Oh, don't worry. It's a dumb paladin.
Yeah.
He's trying his best to look cool.
Well, I say thank you to both the Plague Doctor and the Paladin.
He wipes off the dust off his greatsword. You do not need to thank me. Thank my God, as he looks up into the sky. Ah.
Thank his God.
I'm gonna stare aggressively at this paladin.
The plague doctor is holding your head. It's like, you don't need to move right now. It's fine. You're safe.
To me?
The two guards come out. It was an interesting fight. I think you guys would suit as well on the front line. I'm glad that you're on our side and not theirs. Please, it's getting late right now. We should probably head on. You see the sun is beginning to set in the background. We should make camp in this wasteland before we continue further.
Did I hear camp? I like camp.
Do you guys want to make camp here? What's the watch order?
Well, I can stay for 4 hours. Awake for 4 hours, so.
So yeah, roll perception in the order of who's taking watch.
I'll take.
Yeah. Note to self, don't die.
Yes.
Wait,
Don't
did
be
I-
a hero.
I didn't kill anything, right?
No.
Or does that count as?
Yeah, you dealt a shit ton of damage to 2 of them. You didn't get the final blow on any of them.
Okay.
I also did.
It's cool. I punched the guy twice.
So
That's all I did.
it doesn't count as me slaying. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Literally punched the guy twice, and that's all I did.
Oh yeah, perception rolls. You said.
Yeah, who's taking?
I mean, to get my
I'm
key
going
back,
to watch.
I only need to
I'll-
meditate.
I'll
30
take.
minutes.
Well, I just slept.
Wait, you only need 30 minutes?
To meditate for my key, but obviously after that I can do
Oh.
a short rest.
I can take the first 4 hours. I
I'll
don't
take
need
them.
to sleep.
I'll take the second then.
I take trance.
Should I take the third then, or is it just 8 hours? I'm still not sure if I trust you guys, so I would also like to take it.
Oh, we can do it.
Oh, you guys are so nice to each other.
We haven't told anyone that I'm telepathic yet. Only Asa knows it.
Yeah, I only asked knows right now.
Yes.
The paladin, as you guys preparing to go to sleep, takes his greatsword out and begins to say a prayer of obnoxiously loud. Thank you for
As
the
soon
wealth
as
that
he
you have
does
given
that,
me.
I scream as loud as I can. Can you please shut up? I'm trying to sleep, or you motherfucker.
Ignores him probably.
My God needs to hear me.
I
Silence.
cast infestation on him.
What do you do?
I
I
no.
cast infestation.
Oh, are you gonna fucking make his god appear?
I am gonna make his god appear.
Oh.
Only him sees it. But yeah, his god just appears in front of him. I
While he
heard
is-
your prayers. Go to sleep now.
But he has
He
infestation
doesn't
as
even.
well.
He doesn't even mind the bugs crawling over and going into his skin, as he's just fascinated by his god. He bows his head. His head touches his greatsword in like a sort of bow, all the way down. He says something quietly. If you guys want to roll perception to see if what he says, or do you just ignore it?
Well, I'm messing with him, so I need to.
God damn it, 6.
I rolled advantage. Whoops.
Plus,
Yeah, just mine was 9.
okay.
I'm just at my books taking notes
So,
again.
yeah, neither of you managed to catch what he says. He says too quietly.
Ooh.
He rolled a 17 plus 2. So.
Okay.
After he finishes his prayer, he puts the great sword next to him, not like on his back because he sleeps on his back, but he puts it to his side very close. Like if he could hug it, but obviously it's a giant sword, so hugging it would probably be dangerous. The Kenku stays awake. He reloads his guns very, very slowly. He checks each of them, and he spends about an hour. You see him get out a little kit, a small miniature version of an anvil, different metals, as you hear very faintly, not enough to disturb you sleeping, but enough that you are aware of his presence in the background, always tink, 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 as he's hammering the metal into different shaped bullets.
Suddenly, we hear nothing anymore.
Slow clap for ass of people.
Okay.
My character hates you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gale doesn't do anything special. She just she tries to get some sleep.
Should I roll perception then for the
Yeah,
the watch?
everyone.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
cool.
20 bitches.
Then that's my.
I see Asa sleeping.
Hey, the cute hyena is coming again. At this point, we should just attack them.
All of
Imagine
these hyenas, these are way further west than you've ever seen these creatures. They look very uncomfortable, constantly shifting, constantly looking around, more so than usual. Where before they were just wary, now they seem uncomfortable and desperate. And look around.
Okay. I try to like wake up people, and I don't warn, like I don't move to them.
Yeah.
I just I use my telepathy to
Oh,
to wake them up, to tell them, look, there's enemies here.
The king is still awake, sees them all. He begins to train a rifle. Doesn't fire yet. He's just aiming, very slowly.
Should I roll something to wake them up?
No, you can just automatically. But
Okay,
who are you
can
waking
they
up in
wake
what
up?
order?
do we realize
Okay,
that it's
so
him talking?
yeah, I know. I speak to everyone at the same time.
Okay.
Cool.
The paladin wakes up in a really loud ocean, and all the hyenas just need to back away.
I just want to say, God damn it, I was sleeping. Who? You shit.
No, he probably wakes up like, God, is that you talking again?
Who's that? Who said that? He puts a hand on his greatsword. What foul manner of creature stalks these lands?
I don't say anything. I just look pissed.
I'll pretend that it wasn't me. Only Asa knows, only Kran knows it was me, so
I want
fuck
to-
the rest.
I want to figure out who just made the telepathy thing. Okay, what would I roll for this?
The paladin stands up and addresses all of you. Do not worry, I shall stay watch and protect us. Goes over and he sits on the rock. Greatsword, like if you've seen Bloodborne, Ludwig and his holy blade, like half his face is covered. He's holding it up straight up in front of his face, in like a sort of position. Oh yeah. And then holding it like that, as you guys, or everyone who's staying up to keep watch continues to keep watch. Everyone else who just goes to sleep, and everyone who's like the two of you are keeping watch, including Chisik, the Kenku, sees the paladin fall onto his side, the sword clattering away out of his hand as he falls asleep.
He's so useless. I bet he prays to Aqua.
And that's where we'll end the session.
No, I want to say, well, when he falls asleep, I want to cast Infestation on him.
Misses.
Oh.
Yeah. Asa, how do you like it? Yes, you do.
My character despises him, okay?
You have yet to try and stab me, and if you try, I will fight back.
Thank you, Luke, in fact, for joining. So I didn't have to
Yeah.
do 6 NPCs. Thank you.
It's good.
No problem.
Wait.
Yeah. I had already planned all of these guys as to be NPCs, and then I thought to make it a little less than just me having 5 turns of combat, if I invited some people if they wanted to join.
Oh,
Okay.
I wasted my precious time for you guys. Now I have to go study even more.
I was bored.
I thought you guys were joining us.
Oh,
Nah.
no.
Yeah,
I would
well,
never make such a bad character.
Yeah, they're just here for the one shot.
Yeah, no, I was really awkward about this, so I'm glad I chose the quiet character.
I'm glad I chose this weird guy.
Yes,
I'm
I
glad
also
you let me do
definitely
the
agree
paladin and the Kenku.
Yeah.
Fun.
I fucking hate the paladin, and I'm